Binge the full week ad-free over at patreon.com/inspired disorder.
What you manifest in your mind, you can bring to reality.
The pilot episode of Top 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it, everybody. Thanks for watching. Watching me count to 5. No, this is a new show. Concept that I came up with on my own. Nobody's ever made a top 5 list, which is amazing in the entire history of humanity that I am the first to discover the ability to add numbers in ranking order of ideas in reference to preference. So because of this astounding invention that I have discovered and is now going to spread amongst the world as if it's been around forever, Top 5. It's actually inspired by one of my favorite podcasts, All Fantasy Everything, where a group of friends get together, a bunch of comedians, Ian Carmel, David Bory, and Sean Cougar Mellon Jordan, and then produced by super producer. I was going to say Miel. No. I'm blanking on the producer's name, which is horrible because she's amazing. But anyway, it's inspired by All Fantasy Everything. Group of friends get together. Sometimes they have a guest on, and they draft different ideas, different concepts. One of the episodes was drafting Taco Bell menu items. Another one was drafting the mall, different aspects of the mall. And it's a show that I enjoy listening to. So I wanted to do something like that because there are times where I disagree and I want to make my own. They encourage their listeners to make their own, draft their own things, which when you're drafting it on your own, you're basically just making a top 5 list because you don't have anybody else taking picks. But anyway, that is what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be doing some episodes will be inspired by All Fantasy Everything episodes. Some will just be kind of generic things I'd like to make a top 5 list on. This Saturday is going to be the day that the top 5 episodes get released. So in the schedule of the Ray Taylor Show, Mondays, generally I review a movie on Monday. Tuesday, I generally talk about the UFC. Wednesday is always Swipe Up. Thursday is always Rona Days. Friday is either another movie or a TV show, documentary, whatever. It's kind of a free-for-all day. And now Saturday is going to be Top 5 Day. And then Sunday is the Ultimate Movie Championship. So some episodes to keep an eye out for. Super producer Marissa. I got it. My brain. I took some Alpha Brain today, and I'm hoping that it will slightly improve my ability to recall things that I'm trying to say. But some of the episodes that you can look forward to in Top 5, and please, in the comments of the episodes, please feel free to add your top 5 list. Share them with me and everybody else. But coming up, the first episode, since we are in the holiday season, I'm going to be doing my top 5 movie picks, or holiday movies, I should say. So my favorite holiday movies, since we are in the holiday season, that's going to be this Saturday. Of course, I'll probably be doing, since we are at the end of the year, I'll be doing a top 5 list of the 2020 pop culture moments, which is heavily inspired by All Fantasy Everything. They usually do a pop culture draft every year. I will be doing probably a top 5 movie list of 2020, maybe top 5 podcasts of 2020. There's probably going to be a few weeks of top 5 lists, specifically involving the year that was 2020, the year that everybody wishes they could forget. But some other potential topics that I will be doing a top 5 list on. Podcast moments. I've been producing podcasts for over a decade, so there's some moments that I will be making a list of, as well as tools for anybody aspiring to start their podcast. I'm going to be doing a top 5 podcast tool list. Worst fads, guilty pleasures, comfort foods, things that I believed in as a child. And I'm really going to, and there's definitely going to be some All Fantasy Everything inspired lists as well. Just kind of a fun way for me to talk about things that I enjoy in kind of a more of a structured format, I suppose, as opposed to just talking about something, I can compare and contrast. And I'm hoping that I can fit all 5 of my picks, all 5 of my list in an episode, because the episodes of the Ray Taylor Show generally run from 10 to 15 minutes, except for the Ultimate Movie Championship, which is a rerun of a old segment that I used to do on the Inspired Disorder podcast. That one tends to be anywhere from 20 to an hour. 20 to 60 minutes. So, but most other episodes are 10 to 15, which I should be able to rattle off a top 5 list in 10 to 15 minutes. And I hope you all enjoy it. If you have any categories, any topics that you would like me to do a top 5 list for or of, please recommend them as well. But most importantly, tell your friends. Tell your friends. No, but I hope you enjoy them. I think I'm going to enjoy doing them. We'll see. I have yet to record an episode. This was just the pilot episode where I wanted to discuss what the show is going to be and kind of get a feel for how I want to intro it, which I do not know yet. But it's with podcasts, it's all an evolution. And it starts with an idea, and then you just start. You can plan for the rest of your life, but if you never start, you'll never get anywhere. And I'm all about starting and evolving the idea as it goes, because the best kind of research you can do is while you're doing it, in my opinion. For most things, if you're a heart surgeon, probably not the best time to be learning on the job. But yeah, top 5 pilot edition, inspired by All Fantasy Everything, which if you are looking for a podcast to subscribe to, I highly recommend it. It is hilarious. Their episodes run like 2 hours long. They're always funny. I would recommend just going to the feed and choosing a topic that you think would be interesting, and listening to that, because there's no better way. There's no better way to dip your foot into that show. You don't have to listen to it. I am currently listening to it back from episode 1. So I'm like listening to episodes back in like 2016, which is, it's interesting to hear the evolution of that show as well. But yeah, top 5 every Saturday. I will be dropping my top 5 list on various categories, ideas, thoughts, concepts, and everything in between. So check that out, and contribute and share what you think your top 5 list in that topic would be. If you are into coffee, and I know you are because you are a human, and most humans enjoy the delicious taste and effect of amazing home-brewed coffee, get yourself some small batch single origin coffee over at stationhousecoffee.com and follow Station House Coffee on Instagram. It's brewed in Thetford Center, Vermont, and shipped directly to you. Support small business as they support your ability to wake up in the morning and buy yourself some amazing coffee at stationhousecoffee.com and follow Station House Coffee on Instagram. New episodes of The Ray Taylor Show come out every single day. Subscribe on IGTV, YouTube, and everywhere else podcasts are found. Binge the full week ad-free over at patreon.com/Inspired Disorder. Buy Ray Taylor Show merch over at inspireddisorder.com. And follow the show on Instagram at Ray Taylor Show. Have a great day, everybody. Peace out!